I go? Okay, so let's start. So first of all, good evening. It's my greatest pleasure to be with you today through YouTube. This is the first time that we are doing it for the Master in Management program that I'm going to introduce you today. So let's start with the introduction. Let's start by introducing myself to you. So my name is Olivier Bertrand. I'm French, and I'm a full professor of strategy at EBAPE, Fondation Getúlio Vargas. So let me also very briefly introduce you to a few people that will be participating today to this session. So Tasia, that will be joining me in a moment, and that will be talking more about the importance of soft skills in this program and professional development workshops. Danusa, that will be remaining in front of me, but you will not see her today, and she's making a great job as an admission officer. And Dalini, that is an alumni and making also a great job for connecting all of us and all of you to the companies and to all EBAPE and FGV alumni. So I will try to make a very short presentation because I want to give you as much as possible opportunity for raising issues and questions that you could have about these programs. So what is this program about? I think it's important to be clear for Brazilian students, especially what this program is about and how it can be distinct from any program that could be proposing to you in Brazil. So it's a new type of programs that are targeting students with any profession, any undergrad background, meaning you could be coming from engineering schools, law schools, management and economic schools. I will be talking about it at the end of the presentation, more about who are eligible for these programs. And it's proposed to students without any professional experience, without any working experience. It's a very short program. As you can see, there will be two options, but one of the options is about 15 months and very intense and high quality program in management. It will be covering all the main area of importance in business management, meaning typically marketing, strategy, human resource management, operation management, and so on and so forth. And what is very particular, or let's say what is really a strong contribution of this program to your education is the strong emphasis on soft skills. So we are going to develop a bit more this aspect because this is really something that is distinct and very often not available in programs in Brazil. So why us? So in short, what are the key value proposition that we are giving to you tonight? So first of all, you will get the best learning experience. We will also be proposing you to get higher and better skills, soft skills through different professional development activities. Again, it's a very short program, so in less than 15 months, you can get very good education in management. And last point, very important point, is that you get the possibility, if you decide to offer this option, to go to our main partners, Católica Lisbon schools of business and economics. So you will get the best of two prestigious schools, EBAPE, Fondation Getúlio Vargas, and Católica. Let me now describe a bit more in details the different aspects of this value proposition that we are making to you. So the best learning experience. So why? Very briefly, and invite you to go to the website. You will be getting courses from the best professor in Brazil. So we will be providing you very high quality of training and teaching that has been actually recognized by international accreditations such as EQUIS or ACSBs. Also in this program, we are of course putting also a lot of importance on academic excellence and rigor, but also on business relevance. Both of them are very important for your education. Also, if you are in Rio or around, we invite you to go and to visit our new building. So we are offering top-notch facilities with a variety of very nice classroom with different possibilities in terms of pedagogical supports. So yeah, let me go to the last point, the internationalization of the program. So as I was telling you, we are probably the most international program in different senses. First of all the courses will be exclusively taught in English by professors that are highly international in two different meanings. The first meaning is that we have a lot of foreign professors. Myself, I'm French. I have colleagues that are German, Canadian, or for instance, Indian. Other Brazilian professors have all got their education, or most of them have been getting their education from all around the world, especially from US and from Europe. And the last aspect of the internationalization of the program is a possibility that is offered to you to opt for a dual degree with Católica Lisbon School of Business and Economics. So maybe you don't know much about Católica. If this is the case, let me describe it in a few words. It's the best business school in Portugal, in one of the best business schools in Europe, frequently ranked among the top 25 best business schools by the Financial Times. And the Master in Management that you will be joining is highly ranked in this Financial Times ranking. In 2019, it was ranked 24. So you will have two possibilities. The first possibility is to join us at EBAPE and to stay for 15 months. It could be shorter in the case that you are able to defend your dissertation in a shorter period of time. So for example, if you get the agreement from your supervisor, it's possible to defend your thesis a bit earlier, and so to spend only, for example, 13 months instead of 15 months. The second possibility is to go to Católica, and you will have to spend up to 21 months, partly in Brazil and the rest of the time in Lisbon, in Portugal. So let me now describe also very briefly the two types of activities that you will be following at EBAPE. So first of all, I will be describing the academic content of the program, and then I will invite Tasia to tell us more about the professional development activities, about increasing your soft skills and increasing your employment perspective in the Brazilian market and abroad. So about the academic courses, there will be two tracks that will be that we can distinguish into core courses versus elective disciplines. So we are proposing a diversity of core courses, and you will have to take 5 out of these 6. So it could be quantitative method for decision making, about statistics, about econometrics, about data analytics. You have also financial accounting analysis, marketing, human resource management, strategic management, and operation and supply chain management. And then you will be offered a series of different elective disciplines, such as digital transformation, marketing analytics, cross-cultural management, microfinance, CSR, corporate social responsibility, or banking and financial intermediation. Yeah, so time for Tasia to join us.
Good evening, everybody. As Professor Olivier introduced me, I'm Tasia. I am the program manager as well as the professional development activities coordinator. One of the cool things about the program, in addition to having a very theoretical-based learning in a very non-traditional way, we are also furnishing our students the possibility of actually developing soft skills that are detrimental to anybody who wants to enter the job market. As we know, it's highly competitive. And so the idea is, as the program is fully taught in English, all of the activities outside of the classroom will also be done in English. So the purpose is to actually develop activities with a national and international market focus. Here we'll have guest speakers, people from HR, people from different companies, multinational firms, as well as Brazilian firms that will talk to our students. The focus here is essentially to develop soft skills, these that complement the things that you actually learn in a classroom. So not just a theoretical based approach, but actually a hands-on approach, as you will see in the next slide. These activities, in terms of professional development activities, they will be individually based as well as group based. Some of the activities, I haven't listed all of them, are just some of the main ones. Communication skills. It's pretty amazing how people don't know how to go to an interview. Or even if they make it through an interview, how do you survive in terms of continue growing within a company? As we know, a diploma by itself is not sufficient. And so throughout the 15 months or the 21 months, whichever um, module the student decides to do, they will be able to work with me personally as well as external members to develop English, business English skills, communication skills, job search strategies. It's pretty amazing how people, they know LinkedIn exists. They have a LinkedIn profile, but they don't use it to the best of their abilities. We will work on your CV, on your cover letters. The idea here is not to give you the mechanics. It's not about giving you a formula, but in essence, it's about preparing you to get yourself the job that you want, either in Brazil or abroad. Um, Another point, as you can see here on the slides, it's really better understanding the process, the actual recruitment process. Why are you asked specific questions in certain ways? So, in a nutshell, what we are geared to doing, what our focus essentially is in addition to the book learning that would take place in the classroom, it's to get you prepared in terms of an interview and in terms of surviving within the business world as you try to enter in a very competitive market. Okay, Olivia?
Yeah, I think we have forgotten to talk about the guest speaker series. So during the program, you will be able to attend a number of presentations by top managers. So probably you will talk a bit more and you will be asking a few questions about this. So this is also something very important because you will be confronted with with the real life and with people that will be sharing their working experience in different function or in different industries. So about the program structure, well, it's very simple. So there is two options, as I was telling you. The first option is just to go to us at EBAPE and to stay with us up to 15 months. So we start in mid of April with 2 weeks of integration when you will be following an introduction to statistics. So especially useful for people that need to catch up or to learn the basics about it. You will be playing a business game simulation, trying to understand also what are the stakes when you are running a company, and getting your first knowledge and training by Tasia on communication. So the communication skill workshops. Then from May to December, you will be following the different core courses and elective courses that I was describing to you just before. And from January to June, you will be preparing your academic dissertation. Second option, you decide to opt for the dual degree with Cattolica, and in this case, it will be, it will go up to 21 months. So again, you will be following 2 weeks of integration. Then from May to December, you will be staying at EBAPE for getting these core and elective courses. And you will move in January to Cattolica. And from February to October, you will be getting more courses and developing your academic dissertation. Okay, so just to conclude and to remind you the main dates. So the application are open up to March 14. From March 18 to March 20, we will make the interviews by Skype. If you are not able to go to Rio, the final result will be announced by March 22, and the whole 1 month will be taking place from 28 to April 10th. Okay, and everything will be starting the opening of the program officially in April 15th. About the selection process, well, I will just recommend you to go to the website where you will get all the information that could be required. So we'll be analyzing, first of all, the document that will be given to us, then we will be making interviews, and then, as I was just explaining to you, you will get the result. So, and who are eligible? Well, so first of all, it's a full-time program, so you need to commit yourself to be a full-time student. Okay, so unfortunately, it's too intensive for allowing students to work outside the classroom, okay, for a company typically. So any students with any undergrad backgrounds are invited to submit. So you can be coming from economics, business, international relations, social science, mathematics, psychology, and so on and so forth. You are all welcome, okay? Because typically we are targeting students that have a lack of managerial knowledge and that will just be closing this gap. And we are also inviting people that already knows a bit about management and that will be consolidating this knowledge. And all of you will be also being trained for being well prepared for the job market, okay? All through this series of professional development workshops. And finally, yes, there is also some requirement about professional experience. You should have less than 3 years, 3 years and 4 years of professional experience. And if you want to get more information, you can phone us, you can email us, or you can go very simply to the website. Thank you very much. So now we are waiting for your comments and questions.
Okay, we have a few questions here. So if you're watching us, feel free to type us the questions at the bottom of the presentation and we'll be able to answer them to the professors. So the first question is, what time and days are the classes?
So in terms of the classes, they range from Monday through Friday. That does not mean you have class every day, okay? So let's say you take quantitative methods for decision making. That's on a Tuesday. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, 9 a.m. So the classes will range from 9 through 12 or from 2 to 5 once a week. Each discipline, you have 10 classes, okay? And so classes are usually done Monday through Thursday, and every Friday is reserved for makeup sessions, okay?
Another question, is it a professional or an academic program?
Well, I can take this one. So yeah, I think it's important to make the distinction in the context of Brazil. So an academic master in Brazil means that we are training a PhD student and student for becoming a researcher or professor. So here we are talking about a master in management in the European sense, which means that our main target is to help you to get a good job in a good place where you want to live. Okay, so the objective of the program is totally different from the objective of an academic master. And then you can see by yourself, we're giving a lot of importance about soft skills, about connecting you to companies, and so on and so forth. So as I was talking to you through this guest speaker series.
An additional point is it's also worth highlighting in terms of the dissertation that you deliver at the end of the program. It's also a different take. From an academic perspective, it's more research-based, it's heavy on research. So the approach used, the methods used for the dissertation development, it's also different, okay? So that's an important point to think about.
Another question, does the program offer scholarships?
Unfortunately, not yet. I hope that in the future we'll find generous companies following us and helping us, because I think it's something important, but not at this stage of development of the program, unfortunately, again.
Could you give me more details about the guest speaker series work?
Okay, so we have two approaches. We actually have a discipline entitled Guest Speaker Series, in which we have professionals from different areas. They will come and talk to the students, tell about their experiences, how they actually selected their career field, just more of a real world approach, as well as, in addition to complementing this approach in an actual discipline, we will have these other professionals, most likely from within HR. They are going to come and talk to our students as well in terms of the types of questions to look out for in an interview, why these questions are asked, how to better prepare yourselves for an interview. In some cases, actually do mock interviews with professional HR, with HR professionals. So we have these two complementary approaches for the guest speaker series.
On double degree format, is the thesis supervisor Brazilian? A Brazilian professor?
Well, I mean, as I was explaining to you at the beginning of the presentation, Brazilian, I don't know what it means, but there is a different nationalities at the school. So if I'm supervising you, I mean, your supervisor will be French. More seriously, yes, you will be supervised by someone from EBAPE. And in the case where you are also joining the Cattolica dual degree program, then there is a possibility of being supervised by both someone from us and someone from Cattolica.
What's really important to just to add on to what you said, the idea of the program is supposed to be very integrated. So we're not talking about B versus Católica. So the purpose of the program is to work as integrated as possible. So it is possible for our students to have an advisor from Católica, and we will have the double degree students who are incoming from Católica who will have EBAPE professors.
Yeah, just to make it clear as well, because you say it's highly integrated. Yes, it's highly integrated. So typically we never get twice the same course. Okay. Obviously, when you will go to Cattolica, you will be forgetting something. I mean, to learn something new. Okay. So, and we will be customizing the program for you. So each of you will be getting a customized program depending on their objective and well, their wishes, of course.
How much time do we have to work on the thesis?
Well, you need to spend a bit of time, as I was explaining to you. Typically, for people staying at EBAPE, so not going to Cattolica, they will be preparing their thesis and also, of course, be following professional development workshop and getting more soft skills from January to June. And again, you can make it shorter if you are able to do it. Okay, so it means that it's up to 15 months. If you make a really good job, you are well advanced, and if your supervisor agree for you to defend earlier, you can defend earlier.
And just to add on another point, from an academic perspective, a lot of the disciplines, it will give you a general idea from different perspectives. However, a thesis, your master thesis, this is your opportunity to choose a topic for you to really dive into and really become more familiar with it. So in terms of time that it takes, it really depends on how deep you want to go in the theme.
Yeah, just to add on what you say, I mean, usually when students are coming to me and say, oh, what kind of topic I can take? So usually I say, well, think about either something you really like, because it will be the last chance you get to work really only for yourself. Then you will be working for a company doing things that sometimes are more imposed to you. And or just do something that is useful for you. For example, work on a particular industry. And this can give some critical knowledge, especially the day when you will be making an interview with companies working in these specific industries. So don't think it's just a waste of time. No, it's very important for you for increasing your critical thinking, integrating all the different knowledge that you have been getting during these programs, and also, of course, try to get the most benefit from this experience.
We don't have more questions, so please just let them know that we are free to contact them if they need.
So thank you so much for tuning in. We hope that we were able to give you some clarity in terms of this major decision that you would have to take. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions. If you would like to schedule an in-person meeting, this is also a possibility. And I'll give the word to Professor Lee.
Yeah, I think that Tasia was right. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any doubt, any question that is coming to your mind. We are really here to help you, to guide you to take the right decision. Okay, the best decision for you and your career. And just to say that we are very pleased, Tasia and I, and all the team that has been working hard on the development of this program, to share more information tonight with you on this very nice programs.